Now for 3 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, the blue corner, standing 6'4", weighing in at 160 3/4 pounds, making his A1 Combat debut undefeated at 2-0, representing Bay Area Fight Academy from San Francisco, California, Heyaw Meteke. And now we introduce his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Punch Edibles red corner. At 6'3", 160 1/4 pounds, making his amateur and A1 Combat debut, a member of Uriah Faber's Ultimate Fitness from Rancho Cordova, California, Iqbal Sediqi. Your referee, Brian Tyler.
Brian Tyler kicking things off here to officiate this two-minute round. 3-round bout. 160-pound catch weight. Heyaw Meteke and Iqbal Sediqi.
All right, gentlemen, round one.
Two of the more interesting names that you will hear on the entire card tonight facing off. And right off the top, Corey, I mean, 6'4" is Heyaw.
Meteke doing a great job coming out, immediately taking the center, pushing Sediqi up on that back foot, but both guys wasting no time. And as we have these questions every time we have the amateurs on, I thought it might clip. Oh, heavy overhand. No time to talk. But both of these guys under 3 fights, hence you see the shin pads. And these are short rounds, Johnny,
yeah.
I was going to say. So they don't really have any time for that feeling out process, hence the immediate pace push from Sediqi here.
Exactly, and we knew that after talking to Sediqi, he said, you know, I like to use my ground game to set up my striking. Considers himself a pressure fighter. Case in point, within the first, say, 10, 15 seconds, he, you know, level change, shot right in, and now he's got Heyaw in a very difficult position here.
Yeah, doing a great job of following the hips, you know, not staying too adamant on keeping that back position, trying to maintain a dominant position. But Meteke's doing a great job here, addressing the hooks whilst also not exposing his neck.
Just over a minute into the first round, and once again, these are 2-minute rounds here because both fighters have under 3 amateur fights in their careers. Heyaw coming in 2-0, and Sediqi, this is his debut.
Sediqi's doing a great job of utilizing his strikes from this back position to try to open up the choke. And it's gonna not only, you know, add up in the judges' scorecards, but also, as we mentioned, make that choke position a little bit easier to get to.
Difficult to see, obviously trying to lock in the rear naked. He does have both hooks in.
20 seconds left in this first round. You got to think it was a pretty dominant start for Sediqi here.
Certainly is, staying very active too while on the back of Heyaw. And Heyaw came in thinking that he had the advantage on the ground, but thus far Sediqi's been very impressive. Once again, only 19 years old. Oh, strong finish though.
Yeah.
Oh, could have been saved by the bell. He did have that guillotine and appeared to be locked in.
And that's going to increase your confidence a little bit going into the second round, Johnny. I mean, spent the vast majority of what, you know, a very short round with Sediqi on his back, but able to get to his feet and secure a choke within the last 10 seconds. So got to be building a little bit of confidence now as we go into the second round. Both of these guys, it's their debut fight, first time under the lights, first time in the cage, and already very impressive output from both corners.
The first of 8 fights you will see on the prelims. It'll be a very exciting couple of hours that essentially is going to lead us right up to 7 p.m. Pacific time, as we will go live on UFC Fight Pass for the main card of A1 Combat 32. 7 fights on the main card. You're going to hear myself and Corey for all 15 fights, and then Jim West will be joining us on the main card as well. And we're about to be underway here in round 2.
All right, gentlemen, round 2, let's fight.
Round 2 underway. Heyaw Meteke immediately taking the center, but heavy bomb from Sediqi.
But Sediqi went in, yeah, with the right hand and kind of gave himself up, but able to recover there quickly after the takedown by Heyaw. And now going for, trying to set up a triangle here.
Armbar transition for Sediqi potentially. Heyaw looks to have cleared the arm, but potentially using this as a sweep is Sediqi. I can't quite see from this vantage point.
Yeah, he has Heyaw wrapped up right now, and it's difficult angle to see exactly what Sediqi's trying to do here. But so far, he has been tremendous on the ground.
Meteke doing a great job of staying calm and composed in this position. He has his arm safe, you know, locked up with the leg blocked for Sediqi, but Sediqi's doing a phenomenal job. He uses this to start getting up on top, not staying insistent on that submission. As we mentioned, these are very short rounds, so neither guy really with much time to waste.
And to their credit, that's how they're fighting. They are not wasting any time whatsoever. It's been action throughout these 3+ minutes. Well, one of the corners is screaming to stand up.
Meteke appearing to be talking back to his corner a little bit, asking for help. Sediqi did a beautiful job there, reversing the position, getting on top, and now he has 30 seconds left to work in arguably a much closer round than the first.
Tremendous transition in a full guard there by Sediqi. Heyaw certainly more competitive in this second round, but overall, Sediqi has remained in control here.
Yeah, you definitely argue in favor of Sediqi being up. I mean, Meteke doing a great job here, landing some significant strikes, although he is in a lesser position. And normally we don't like people conceding that bottom position, but with only 20 seconds left on the clock, I mean, at least he was landing something in terms, in the eyes of the judges.
And with Sediqi being as young as he is, 19 years old, you know, training at a place like Team Alpha Male, you're going to get some of the best grappling training you could really ask for in mixed martial arts. And we're seeing he seems to be a very mature fighter.
Yes, certainly. You know, he's a self-proclaimed wrestler and boxer, but I spoke a little bit to Isaac Thompson yesterday, and he says that he's been competing in Muay Thai. He's very well-rounded and young and hungry. And you see, you know, young prospect Isaac Thompson just fresh off of his LFA main event win in his corner, you know, lighting a fire under him, ready to get out for this third round. And yeah, I'm really impressed with the pace from both of these guys here. You know, like I said, arguably Sediqi is up on the judges' scorecards, but Meteke, you know, definitely did not give up. No fade in him, and I'm sure he's going to come out looking to put a stamp on this third round after what was a much closer second.
And Heyaw is undefeated for a reason, coming in 2-0, obviously more experience, and with the range he has, certainly has knockout ability. He might need it in this third round.
And you got to think that Sediqi's going to be coming out with much of the same game plan. You know, he's clearly got the advantage in the wrestling and grappling department.
Thus far, he's just been a little bit quicker. Case in point right there.
Head kick seemingly lands as Sediqi looks to level change, but able to end up on top in the guard. He is in the triangle, though. Beautiful job from Meteke on that timing. He has that triangle locked in.
And with his range, this could be very difficult.
Starting to get the angle is Meteke. He might have this. Very short rounds, but the corner team are screaming for him to posture up here. And this triangle is in. Referee taking a very close look.
If you are Sediqi, what is the strategy here? Is he trying to essentially arch up?
Yeah, I mean, to really simplify it, triangle we want to posture, armbar we want to stack, but Meteke doing a great job of controlling the posture of Sediqi here and potentially looking to attack the arm also. I think Sediqi may have, no, he's still in that triangle. And that arm is almost fully extended also.
The question is, if you are Heyaw, do you continue?
I think that armbar might be that look close to a tap, but definitely look to think about it was Sediqi.
Heyaw's mindset has to be finish here, but he's running out of time in the third round.
Yeah, definitely. This is a difficult position. The arm looks to be extended of Sediqi, but he is, oh, there's the tap!
Wow! What an incredible turnaround in the third round by Heyaw Meteke.
Beautiful testament to his resilience for Meteke. You know, down on the judges' scorecards, arguably, and immediately throwing up that submission in the third to make sure he doesn't go to the judges. Phenomenal from both guys.
And in the beginning of the third round, it was really Meteke that took a risk. Iqbal made him pay, but to Meteke's credit, almost immediately when he landed on his back, he was able to get in the triangle position. He never let go.
Yeah, definitely. He did a great job of mixing it up, also not staying on that triangle and insisting on it. He adjusted, he realized he didn't have it, and he attacked the arm, which secured him the finish here tonight. Officially.
Now, we didn't have a
3-0.
clock on the screen, so I don't know how much time was actually left in the third round. It was certainly less than a minute, but what an inventive way to get the submission for Heyaw Meteke, remaining undefeated. Learning experience, certainly, for both young fighters.
Definitely, and that's what this amateur ranks are for. You know, this is the learning phase, for lack of better words. And I'm sure Sediqi's going to go away. He's got phenomenal coaches in his corner right now with Team Alpha Male's Isaac Thompson and Trent Ebab, and I'm sure they're going to go away and they're going to make the changes needed to make sure this doesn't happen again.
And when you're facing someone with the length of Heyaw Meteke, the triangle's always going to be a threat. And unfortunately for Sediqi, he was caught in that third round. As both fighters are getting their gloves off, and Garrett Fertig certainly ready for the official announcement. What a way to kick off the prelims tonight. You're going to see a plethora of very hungry and motivated fighters working their way up to the professional ranks. Thanks for joining us live on YouTube. It's always a great time to broadcast for all you watching. And if you do have UFC Fight Pass, make a whole night of it and join us at 7 p.m. Pacific. Heyaw is ready to have his hand raised.
I gotta work on my hands a little bit, bro. I ain't getting no warm-up. It's at 5 p.m. I ain't getting no warm-up, man.
And now for the official announcement.
The TP choke brings on the tap. Official time, 1 minute, 33 seconds of the third and final round. Declaring your winner by submission, Heyaw Meteke.
Congratulations to Heyaw Meteke, remaining undefeated